Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Potilam, on my YouTube channel, My Intuition, offering regular as well as entrance coaching classes on chemistry and learning mathematics. This is class number 9 of Basic Concepts of Chemistry. Some questions and the answer. Which one of the following will have largest number of atoms? Given example: 1 gram gold, 1 gram sodium, 1 gram lithium, and 1 gram chlorine. Okay, so here all are given as 1 gram. So if you know the atomic mass of gold, sodium, lithium, and chlorine, we can easily find out the number of moles. Number of moles is mass by molar mass or mass by atomic mass. So we'll get the number of moles, and from that we can find out the number of atoms. Okay, therefore it is easy. So we know one first option given. Atomic mass of gold, that is 197. Number of moles is mass by atomic mass, that is 1 by 197, and number of atoms is the Avogadro number multiplied by Avogadro number. Okay, so number of moles multiplied by Avogadro number, 1 by 197 multiplied by 6.022 10 to the power 23, that is 3.057 multiplied by 10 to the power 21. Same way for sodium, the atomic mass of sodium is 23. Therefore, number of atom is 1. That is the weight of sodium given 1 gram. 1 by upon 23. That will become the number of moles of sodium, and it multiplied by Avogadro number 2.618 into 10 to the power 22. That much number of atoms are there. Atomic mass of lithium is 7. Therefore, number of atom is 1 gram divided by atomic mass 7. It becomes number of moles multiplied by Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. That is 8.604 into 10 to the power 22. Chlorine Cl atomic mass is 35.5, whereas here it is given 1 gram chlorine molecule. Cl2 is given. Therefore, it is number of moles into 2. Okay, so 1 by 35.5 into 2 into Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 to the 23, 1.697 into 10 to the power 22. Therefore, the highest number of atoms are present in lithium. Okay, so from the calculation, we can say that 1 gram of lithium has the largest number of atoms. Next question: calculate the molarity of a solute of molarity of solution of ethanol in water, which the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.04. Okay, so mole fraction of ethanol is given. We know mole fraction, it is number of moles of ethanol upon total number of moles. The total number of moles means number of moles of ethanol plus number of moles of water it is. So if you can find out the number of moles of water here, the number of moles of ethanol can be calculated. If you know number of moles, you can find out the molarity. Molarity is number of moles per liter. Okay, therefore we straight away go to the calculation. Molarity is number of moles per liter. Okay, so given that 0.04 is the mole fraction of ethanol, means it's a very dilute solution. That means if you consider 1 liter of ethanol, it is almost can be treated as 1 liter of water only. Okay, that means we have 1 liter of water now. 1 liter of water means that is 1000 grams of water. Means we'll get the weight. So from weight, it is easy to calculate number of moles. So we get 1000 grams, and molar mass of water is 18. Therefore we know that number of moles is equal to 1000 by 18, 55.55. Okay, so we got number of moles of water. Now what? Now we need to find number of moles of ethanol, that we have to substitute in mole fraction expression. Substitute the number of moles with a 55.455, and the mole fraction value is also given 0.04. Therefore, we can find number of moles of ethanol. Therefore, we obtain that 55.55 is the number of moles of water, and mole fraction of ethanol is number of moles of ethanol upon number of moles of ethanol plus number of moles of water, which is the value 0.04. Rewriting it, that is 0.04. Now taking n ethanol plus 55.55 to the numerator, that means to the right hand side, becomes 0.04 multiplied by n ethanol plus 55.55. Now doing the opening the bracket, it becomes 0.04 n ethanol plus 0.04 multiplied by 55.55. Now taking that 0.04 n ethanol, 0.04 times n ethanol to the left hand side. Left hand side we have 1 n ethanol. It becomes 1 minus 0.04 ethanol. Okay, so that rearrangement is done. So 1 minus 0.04 means 0.96. 0.96 N ethanol is equal to 0.04 multiplied by 55.55. The value on calculation N ethanol is 2.31 moles per liter. Okay, therefore the number of moles is 2.31, and therefore molarity by definition it is number of moles of ethanol in 1 liter. Therefore it is 2.31 molar. So the molarity of ethanol is 2.31 molar. Next question: what will be the mass of one carbon 12 atom in gram? Okay, so carbon 12 atom it is given. Okay, so we know that 1 mole contains Avogadro number. So Avogadro number contains the atomic mass of, okay, that is number of moles, that will be equal to the molar mass. So here it is atomic mass of carbon, that is 12. Therefore we can connect Avogadro number of atoms to the mass, that is 12. So from Avogadro number of atoms we can find out for one atom. Okay, therefore 1 mole of carbon 12, that is Avogadro number of atoms equal to atomic mass, that is 12. We are taking the Avogadro number and the 12 equal, we are making them to the equality equation. So 6.022 into 10 to the 23 atoms is 12 gram. Therefore one atom contains 12 upon 6.022 into 10 to the 23, that is 1.9926935 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 23 grams is the mass of one atom of carbon 12. Next question: calculate the number of atoms in 52 moles of argon, 52 U of helium, 52 grams of helium. Okay, so first one, that is 52 moles of argon. So number of moles we know, that is Avogadro number. Therefore 52 moles, how much? That is Avogadro into 52. A second one, that is 52 U of helium. We know that helium, its atomic mass is 4. That is 4U is containing in one atom. Therefore how much 52U contains? 52 into 4. That will be the answer. So 52 grams of helium. Okay, so we know that 4 is the atomic mass of helium. That means 4 gram is number of moles, or it is Avogadro number. Therefore we can calculate for 52 grams. So it is easy to calculate. Therefore first one, 1 mole of argon contains Avogadro number of atoms. Therefore how many number of atoms in 52 moles? Therefore 52 moles of argon contains 52 into Avogadro number 3.13 multiplied by 10 to the power 23 atoms, 10 to the power 25 atoms. Second, that is atomic mass of helium, that is 4 U of helium is 1 atom. Okay, so 1 atom helium means that is its atomic mass is 4U. Therefore how much for 52U? 52U will be 1 by 4 into 52, that is 13 atoms. Third one, 4 gram of helium contains the number of moles. The number of moles means 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. That is Avogadro number. Therefore 52 gram contains 1 by 4 into 6.022 23 multiplied by 52. That means 52 grams of helium contains 7.83 into 10 to the power 24 atoms. Okay, so we did the found the number of atoms for all the given questions. A welding fuel gas contains carbon and hydrogen only. Burning a small sample of the oxygen gives 3.38 gram carbon dioxide, 0.69 gram of water, and no other products are formed. A volume of 10 liter at standard temperature and pressure of this welding gas is found to weigh 11.6 grams. Okay, so we have oxygen mass is given, carbon dioxide mass is given, water weight is also given. So from that carbon dioxide, how much carbon dioxide is formed? We know carbon combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Therefore we can find out the number of moles of carbon, and we can find out from water how much water. 6.69 gram of water is formed, that is hydrogen plus oxygen. H2 plus half O2 gives H2O. From that also we can find out the number of moles of water as well as number of moles of hydrogen. So number of moles of carbon will get, number of moles of hydrogen will get. Okay, and at STP, we know at STP 1 mole contains 22.4 liters. Okay, so here it says that 10 liters weighs 11.6 gram. Okay, so we can sort it out. So what is the complete question? So find out empirical formula. Okay, empirical formula. To find out empirical formula, we need the ratio of carbon and hydrogen. If you get the ratio of carbon and hydrogen, then we can write the empirical formula. To find the ratio of carbon and hydrogen, we have to use the product form, the carbon dioxide and water formed. Okay, that is from the equation carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide, hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. Balanced equation, we can find out the number of moles of carbon and number of moles of hydrogen, and we can make the ratio number of moles of carbon to number of moles of hydrogen. Will get the whole number ratio. Okay, so number of moles of carbon dioxide, that is mass by molar mass. Molar mass of carbon dioxide, carbon 12 plus 16 into 2. Oxygen atomic mass is 16. 16 into 2, that is 44. So 3.38 gram we obtained carbon dioxide. Therefore, mass is 3.38 divided by 44. It becomes 0.076768 moles. Okay, so the balanced equation of production of carbon dioxide, that is carbon combines with oxygen O2 to form carbon dioxide. That means 1 mole of carbon dioxide is produced from 1 mole of carbon. Therefore, it is equal 1 mole. So if you have a number of moles of carbon dioxide is 0.0768, means number of moles of carbon is also 0.0768. Therefore, number of moles of carbon is 0.0768. Number of moles of water H2O, that is given weight 0.690, and mass of atomic molar mass of H2O, that is hydrogen 1, 2 hydrogens are there, therefore it is 2 plus 16, that is 18. So 0.690 divided by 18, it becomes 0.0383 moles. Okay, so 0.0383 moles of water is formed, and we know the equation, balanced equation, H2 plus half O2 gives H2O. 1 mole of H2O is produced from 1 mole of H2. Okay, H2 it is. Okay, so we can say that number of moles of H. Okay, we need H, not H2. So we have to multiply by 2. Okay, therefore number of moles of H is 2 into number of moles of H2O, that is 2 into 0.0383 becomes 0.0766. Okay, therefore we got number of moles of carbon, number of moles of hydrogen. Therefore, ratio is 0.0768 to 0.0766, almost 1 to 1 ratio. Therefore, empirical formula is carbon and hydrogen. CH is the empirical formula. So you can continue from this problem. We can calculate more. So we can go for the next problem, that is molar mass of the gas. Okay, to find the molar mass of the gas, the weight of the volume as well as weight is given. Okay, so 10 liters, if you measure, if 10 liters are there, it gives 11.6. Okay, therefore, if 10 liter gives 11.6, that means 1 liter gives 1.16 gram. Okay, so to find molar mass, always we have to express in liters, 1 liter. Okay, so 1 liter contains 1.16 gram, and we know at STP, standard temperature and pressure, 1 mole is 22.4 liter. Okay, so molar mass is moles per liter. Therefore, we need to connect all these. The 1 mole, if it is equal to mass by molar mass. Okay, so 1 mole is mass. How much is the mass per liter? That is 1.16 gram. Okay, we calculate for 1 liter, it contains 1.16 grams, and molar mass that we need to find out. And 1 mole contains 22.4 liter, that value also given. Therefore, we have left hand side 1 mole, that is 22.4, mass, that is 1.16. We can find out molar mass substituting. So 1.16 divided by molar mass equal to 22.4, or molar mass is equal to 26 gram per mole. Okay, continuing the question to number 3, sub question number 3, find out molecular formula. Okay, so molecular formula, to find out molecular formula, we have empirical formula that we obtained as CH by obtaining the number of moles of carbon, number of moles of hydrogen, 0.0768 to 0.766, 1 to 1. We got the molecular formula as CH. Molecular formula is nothing but empirical formula multiplied by a number. That number n we represent as n, and it is obtained from molecular mass by empirical formula mass. Okay, or the mass by empirical formula mass. Molecular formula mass we got 26. Okay, we got 26. Empirical formula is CH, molar mass is 26. Therefore, n is equal to molar mass divided by empirical formula mass. Molar mass is 26. Empirical formula mass, that is 1 carbon and 1 hydrogen. 12 plus 1, 13. Therefore, 26 divided by 13, that is 2. Therefore, molecular formula is empirical formula into N, that is CH into 2, so that is C2H2. C2H2 is the molecular formula. Next question. Calcium carbonate reacts with aqueous HCl to give calcium carbonate and carbon dioxide according to the reaction, balanced reaction. CaCO3 plus 2HCl gives CaCl2 plus CO2 plus H2O. What mass of calcium carbonate requires to react completely with 25 ml of 0.75 molar HCl? Okay, so we need to find out the mass of calcium carbonate. Okay, what are the values given? The molar mass 0.75 molar HCl. 0.75 molar means 0.75 moles in 1 liter. Okay, and connecting to that liter we have 25 ml. Therefore, we can find out then 25 ml contains how much moles. Okay, then from the balanced equation we can find out what is the mass. Okay, so we'll get moles, from that we can find out the mass. Okay, so HCl, in case of HCl, 0.75 molar HCl is given, that in the balanced equation 2 moles of HCl is there. Okay, but we need to find out the mass of calcium carbonate. We can connect because 1 mole of calcium carbonate reacts with the 2 moles. Okay, therefore we have the connection there. We can connect HCl with the calcium carbonate. So we'll continue with HCl. So 0.75 molar HCl means 0.75 moles of HCl is present in 1 liter, or we can say 1 liter contains 0.75 moles. Therefore, 25 ml milliliter means 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 liter. Okay, therefore 25 ml contains how much moles of HCl, that we can find out. So 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 liter, or 25 ml contains 0.0188 moles. Okay, whereas according to the balanced equation, 2 moles of HCl needs 1 mole of calcium carbonate. Therefore, we'll go with balanced equation. 2 moles of HCl requires 1 mole of calcium carbonate. So we can say 1 mole of HCl requires half moles of calcium carbonate. Therefore, 0.018 moles of HCl requires half 1 by 2 into 0.0188, that is 0.0094 moles of calcium carbonate. So we got moles of calcium carbonate. We know moles is equal to mass by molar mass. Calcium carbonate molar mass we can calculate, and we'll get the mass of calcium carbonate. Therefore, moles is equal to mass by molar mass. Molar mass of calcium carbonate, atomic mass of calcium 40 plus 12 the atomic mass of carbon, 16 is atomic mass of oxygen, into multiplied by 3, that is 100. Therefore, substituting number of moles is 0.0094. Molar mass is 100. We can find out the mass of the calcium carbonate. Okay, therefore mass of calcium carbonate is 0.0094 into 100, that is 0.94 grams. Next question. Chlorine is prepared in laboratory by treating manganese dioxide with aqueous hydrochloric acid. According to the reaction, 4HCl plus MnO2 gives 2H2O plus MnCl2 plus Cl2. So it's a balanced reaction. How many grams of HCl reacts with 5 grams of MnO2? Okay, so we need to find how much gram of HCl reacts with MnO2. Okay, therefore we have the balanced equation which says that 4 moles of HCl reacts with 1 moles. Okay, for 4 moles means that is, we can connect to the, it's a molecular mass. Okay, or molar mass. 4 into molar mass will be reacting with the molar mass of MnO2. Okay, that is the mole concept. Okay, that means 146 grams of HCl reacts with 87 grams of MnO2, or we can rearrange it. 87 grams of MnO2 requires 146 grams. Therefore, 5 gram of MnO2. Like in that way, we can rearrange. Therefore, 87 grams of MnO2 requires 146 grams of HCl. Okay, the same thing I rearranged. Therefore, 1 gram of MnO2 requires 146 divided by 87 grams of HCl. Now it is straightforward. 5 grams, how much? Therefore, 5 grams of MnO2 requires 146 divided by 87 multiplied by 5. That is 8.4 grams of HCl. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel and support me. Once again, thank you very much and have a nice day.